Have you ever sat at your desk for hours, staring at your books while your mind felt completely empty, and then asked yourself, am I just not smart enough? That pressure from grades, the jokes from classmates, the disappointment in yourself, it hurts, doesn't it? But listen, you're not dumb. You just haven't found the study method that works for you yet. Ethan, in the story, felt the same kind of hopelessness until one teacher showed him 5 simple methods that changed his life forever. So, if you've ever been stuck in that place where nothing seems to enter your mind, stay with me. And I want to ask you honestly, right now, have you lost faith in studying, or do you still have hope? Comment. 1 if you want to change. 0 if you feel powerless right now. After class that day, Ethan walked back into the room with heavy shoulders. The classroom was empty, except for Mr. Harris sitting by the window, the afternoon sunlight falling softly across his desk. Ethan stood still for a few seconds, then whispered, "Sir, I want to talk to you." The teacher looked at him and nodded. "Sit down. What's going on?" Ethan lowered his eyes. "I'm terrible at studying. I try so hard, but nothing sticks. The more I study, the more confused I get. My classmates laugh at me. I feel useless. And honestly, I've lost all hope." Mr. Harris didn't scold him. He didn't lecture him. He simply smiled gently. "Ethan, you are not the only one who feels this way. Many students have stood exactly where you are standing, and I believe you can change. I'm not going to teach you more lessons today. I'm going to teach you how to learn. 5 simple lessons, and if you truly follow them, they will change you." The teacher placed a glass jar in front of Ethan. Inside was muddy water. "What do you see?" he asked. "Dirty water," Ethan replied. Mr. Harris nodded. "Good. Now, let's leave it alone for a moment." They sat in silence. After about an hour, the mud settled at the bottom, and the water above slowly turned clear. Mr. Harris lifted the jar. "And now?" Ethan's eyes widened. "The water is clear, sir." The teacher spoke softly. "Your mind is just like this jar. When it's full of fear, pressure, and scattered thoughts, nothing becomes clear. So, before you study, close your eyes for 5 minutes. Focus only on your breathing. Don't fight your thoughts. Just breathe. When your mind settles, your brain becomes sharp." Mr. Harris placed a burning candle on the table, the flame gently flickering. "Look at this flame," he said. "Just the flame, nothing else." Ethan tried, but his eyes kept drifting. His mind replayed the teasing from classmates, the upcoming tests, the fear of failing. The teacher didn't criticize him. When you notice your mind wandering, gently bring it back to the flame. Don't blame yourself. Just return. After a few minutes, Ethan's gaze became steadier. Mr. Harris nodded. "The past is gone. The future isn't here yet. The only thing you can use is the present moment. When you study and your mind drifts, simply bring it back. Practice daily, and your focus will grow." The teacher brought out a sponge and a stone. He poured water over both. The sponge absorbed everything. The stone let water slide off immediately. "What's the difference?" he asked. "The sponge keeps the water, the stone doesn't," Ethan answered. "Exactly," said Mr. Harris. "Many students learn like the stone. They cram, repeat, read over and over, but never understand. So knowledge slips away. People who learn like the sponge ask why. They imagine, they connect examples. They explain ideas in their own words. That's how knowledge sinks in. If you want to remember, understand first." Mr. Harris placed a big wooden block in front of Ethan. "Try to break it," he said. Ethan tried with all his strength, face turning red, but it didn't budge. Then Mr. Harris sawed the block into smaller pieces and handed them back. Try again. This time, Ethan could break each piece easily. Your brain isn't built to swallow a mountain of information at once, the teacher explained. A long chapter, a huge topic. If you try to take it all in one sitting, you'll get tired, overwhelmed, and you'll quit. Break it down. One section, one idea, one lesson. Study a little, rest a little, move piece by piece. The teacher brought out 2 small pots of soil and planted identical seeds in both. He watered one every day and ignored the other. A few days later, one pot sprouted green shoots. The other stayed dry and lifeless. "See," he said, "knowledge is just like this seed. Someone who studies 20 minutes every day grows far faster than someone who studies 5 hours once and then quits for days. You don't need huge effort, just steady effort." Ethan sat quietly for a long time. He didn't feel judged anymore. He felt something else. A thin thread of hope tightening inside him. Before leaving, Mr. Harris added, "Treat these 5 lessons like a way of living, not tips or tricks. If you follow them, you will change." Ethan nodded firmly. For the first time in months, he didn't feel powerless. From that day on, Ethan began studying step by step. Before each session, he spent 5 minutes breathing to calm his mind. When he got distracted, he didn't get angry. He gently pulled his attention back. He asked why, drew diagrams, made examples, and explained things in his own words. Each night, he studied small parts, took short breaks, and didn't force himself to swallow everything at once. And most importantly, he kept going every single day, even if some days were just 20 or 30 minutes. The first week brought no big changes, but Ethan didn't quit. The second week, he started reading faster. The third week, he felt less afraid of tests. He no longer panicked at his desk because he knew he was finally learning the right way. Those tiny steps added up and quietly transformed him. A few weeks passed, and Ethan kept studying every day using the 5 lessons his teacher had given him. At first, everything was slow, but then he noticed something. He could focus better, understand faster, and the fear he used to feel slowly faded. His grades started to improve, but more importantly, Ethan began to believe that he could learn. 5 years later, he became a successful young man, and he never forgot this truth. Real change doesn't come from magic. It comes from small habits repeated every single day. If you're struggling with studying or with anything in life, remember this. Calm your mind. Stay in the present. Learn to understand. Break things into smaller goals, and stay consistent. Comment 1 if you're determined to change starting today. Comment 0 if you still feel stuck.